Shalom Aleichem, this is Rabbi Kovacs, and Mishnah Yomi is continuing in the 5th chapter of Shekalim, Mishnah 5, for this wonderful Shabbat Bahar Behukotai. So Mishnah, hey, mi she'ovad mimenu chotamu. What if somebody lost their token? The ones we described yesterday were used to purchase the nesachim, the accessories that go along with their animal offering. Mamtinin lo ad erev. They could wait until nighttime. Now remember, nighttime is when they met to calculate if there was any extra or any shortfall. And if they found that there was extra money and it was equal to the value of this token that he bought, notnim lo, then they could give him his libations. He had a valid claim. The extra money was exactly what he would have spent. So basically, it proves his point that he simply lost his token after he gave the money. Im lov lo hayalo. But if there wasn't the exact amount, then they wouldn't give it to him for free. You have to buy a replacement. V'shem hayom katuv alehem, and the name of the day, the date, was written on each token mipnei ramayim, because of the tricksters. Now the Bartanura brings that some people might try to rip off the temple. They could buy the tokens when things were relatively inexpensive, and then there was some inflation in menachot and oil and wine prices, and now these tokens have a lot more value because they're worth more in exchange. The material goods that they're exchanged for have a greater value. So we don't want, like ticket scalpers. We don't want people to buy them when they're cheap and then, resell them to other Yidden who are coming at the festival. There might be some inflation in prices, and scalpers could make some money, and we don't want that to happen. Mishnah Vav, Shtei Lishkayot HaBemikdash. There were two chambers, two offices inside the temple. Achat Lishkat Hashayim. One is the chamber of secrets or of whispers, the discreet and tznius chamber. Echad Lishkat Kelim, and one was the chamber of utensils. Lishkat Hashayim, this chamber of secrets. Yirei Chet Notnim L'Tochen B'Chashai. Those who fear sin would put donations into this chamber. They'd put their tzedakah in there. Va'aniyim, and poor people, B'nei Tovim, who were from a good family, or maybe they'd grown up wealthy and the family lost their fortune. Mitparnasin Metocha B'Chashai. They could go in there and take some parnasa, take something that they needed secretly, so they wouldn't be disgraced. The Gemara in Ketuvot, there was a whole sugya about tzedakah and Ketuvot, and they talked about the importance of if somebody grew up with a certain standard of living, that it was important to try to help them continue that, even though you'd have to give him more tzedakah than you'd have to give someone else. And the Mishnah goes on, Lishkat Kelim, the chamber of utensils, Kol mi shehu mitnadev kli, somebody wants to donate a kli to the temple, would put it in there. Echat l'shloshim yom, a gizbarin pochet, once every 30 days, the treasurers would open it up and take out the useful utensils. Kol kli shematzu b'tzurich lebedek habayit, something that was useful for bedek habayit. You understand, like hammers and chisels and things you can use for temple upkeep. Maybe a ladder would be good. Manichin oto, they could leave it there and use it as is for the temple craftsmen and janitors and engineers to use. Hashar nimkar midmehem, and other things that you can't use directly, you'd sell them for their value. V'noflim lishkot bedek habayit, and they'd go into the treasury of the bedek habayit. Shabbat shalom and be well.